At first glance, Bluey just seems like a cute and fun cartoon about the healer family's everyday life. But did you know that Bluey is packed with hidden secrets and secret messages? For instance, even though it's never been officially confirmed, we can pretty much assume that Missy, Bingo's classmate, is adopted. In the episode Pass the Parcel, the kids learn how to deal with the frustration of losing, all thanks to Pat, Lucky's dad, who decided to teach the little ones an important lesson through a game. The families of Bluey's friends all get together to celebrate the kid's birthday, and one of the traditional party games is Pass the Parcel. But, unlike the version we're used to, this time the parcel is filled with lots of little presents for the kids. The adult leading the game is supposed to stop once at every child, making sure everyone gets a gift, even if the gifts aren't anything too fancy. But Pat decided to mix things up and put just one big prize right at the end. This really scared the kids, who were not thrilled with the idea and ended up running to their parents in tears. At this point, you can actually notice that all the pups look like their parents, except for Missy. She's a completely different breed from her mom, which could be a pretty clear sign that Missy was adopted. Had you ever noticed that before? We've rounded up 14 hidden secrets in Bluey that we're going to reveal just for you. Come along with us now and let's uncover even more secrets from this amazing Bluey world. If you're a Bluey fan, you've probably seen or at least heard about Flappy, the little blue butterfly that has an extra special connection with the youngest healer, Bingo. But where exactly did this magical bond between them come from? And what does it really mean within the world of the show? It all begins in the episode Slide, which is one of the most emotional moments in the series. In it, we follow Bingo playing with Lila. They discover all kinds of bugs and spend the whole day caring for a tiny caterpillar, protecting it, and looking after it with so much love. In the end, this caterpillar transforms into a beautiful blue butterfly, and that's how Flappy is born. The name Flappy comes from the moment when the butterfly, now in her brand new form, gently lands on both Bingo and Lila's paw, her best friend. That simple little moment is seen as a sign of good luck for the two of them. But that's not the only time the butterfly shows up in the series. She always appears in tough moments whenever Bingo or someone in her family needs a little help. One example is in the episode The Sign, when Bandit decides to sell the house and move the family to a new town. This leaves Bluey and her mom, Chili, feeling really sad. During the episode, Bingo doesn't fully understand what's going on and only realizes at the end that the move wasn't exactly what she had imagined. Flappy shows up as a hint to help them find Frisky, who had decided to skip the wedding, and helps Bluey take the for sale sign down from in front of the house. And it doesn't stop there. Throughout the episode, we see Flappy, the butterfly, popping up at key moments. Almost like a quiet little guardian, she floats along softly, staying close to the action. Having divorced parents is never easy for anyone, but luckily Cornelius is now dating and happy with the terrier's mom. But it wasn't always like that. He had a few girlfriends before, but his relationships never really lasted long, as we can see in several episodes. In the episode Quiet Game, Bandit, Bluey, and Bingo are off to the toy store to pick out a nice gift for Muffin. At that moment, you can spot Cornelius in the background with one of his girlfriends. But in the episode Dance Mode, we see that same girl now with another dog. Clearly, things didn't quite work out between her and Cornelius. And speaking of parents, it looks like Stripe and Trixie's relationship has its ups and downs, and their daughters don't even seem to mind their arguments anymore. In the episode Video Call, the cousins are playing pretend video calls using an app that lets them draw on the screen. But before they start, they get reminded they need to share. As you probably know by now, Muffin, Bluey's older cousin, has a strong personality and does not like to be told no, which honestly can get pretty annoying at times. And this episode is no different. She wants to draw a cowboy hat, while her little sister Socks wants to draw something else. The two of them start fighting over the tablet, and their dad tries to step in, but it doesn't go too well. Muffin grabs her dad's phone and hides. During one of her sneaky moves, she ends up in the bathroom where her mom is and accidentally captures a very private moment on camera. Stripe walks into the bathroom too and starts arguing with Trixie, but Muffin doesn't seem to care at all about the scene. This might be a sign that these kinds of situations are pretty common for Trixie's younger daughter. The long dogs are like a hidden treat in Bluey episodes, and sometimes they're really tricky to spot. Like in the episode Curry Quest, when everyone thought the long dog wouldn't make an appearance. In the final scenes, when the Healer family is dropping Bandit off at the airport, there it is, tucked away in the green backpack of another pup, right at the moment when Bingo and her dad are saying goodbye. And this time, it looks a little different than usual. It's pink. Before we keep tracking down the long dogs, drop a comment below saying, hidden. But if you thought the biggest Bluey Easter egg only showed up once in this episode, you're totally mistaken. Just take a closer look at the dog sitting on the bench. If you pay attention, you'll notice that the symbol on the smartphone he's using is actually a long dog. And wait, there's more. He's also holding a wrapped package. And guess what? There's another long dog hidden right there too. That means this episode is packed with these fun little cameos that only the most eagle-eyed fans are able to catch. It's like a game of Where's the Long Dog? Hidden inside the show itself. In the episode The Sign, Bandit's older brother finally got out of the single life and found himself an amazing match, the sweet Frisky. But do you remember the episode Double Babysitter when they first met? Both of them were called over by Chili to look after Bluey and Bingo. As luck would have it, Frisky didn't realize that Bluey's mom had canceled with her after confirming Uncle Radley. What most fans didn't notice is where the long dog is hidden in this episode. Just like in other moments throughout the series, it only shows up at the very end. After Uncle Radley and Frisky put the kids to bed and promise Bluey they're not going to watch TV. While Uncle Radley and Frisky are chatting out on the porch, if you look closely, you'll spot two long dogs hugging each other in a romantic little moment, perfectly matching the scene. And if you think this Easter egg is something new, you're in for a surprise. In fact, in the episode Baby Race, which shows the first steps of the most famous blue pup on TV, the long dog was already there. But do you know which scene it pops up in? Don't worry, we'll show you. In the final scene, when Bluey finally learns to walk and heads toward Chili, in one of the most emotional moments of the episode, you can spot the very first long dog sitting on top of the living room furniture. And the best part? He's wearing a diaper, just like baby Bluey. In the episode Pavlova, fans didn't have much trouble spotting the long dog. It was right there in plain sight. It showed up as a purple fridge magnet. But if you thought that was the only one, think again. It actually appeared a few more times in the episode, and I bet you didn't even notice. In a super quick scene, the long dog shows up in a really unexpected spot, among a bunch of pea pods inside the fridge. It's one of those blink and you'll miss it moments that slips by even the most dedicated fans. What's really cool is that the long dogs almost always appear in a way that fits the theme of the episode, which makes hunting for them even more fun for sharp-eyed fans. In the episode The Show, Bingo, in a bit of a mishap, ends up knocking over the breakfast that had been prepared for her mom and runs off, feeling guilty and thinking she's ruined everything. At that moment, Chili goes after her to comfort her, once again showing the warm and understanding side of motherhood that the show captures so beautifully. And it's right there that you'll spot another hidden long dog with a pretty quirky personality. Under the study table, almost going unnoticed, there's a long dog holding a magazine as if he's enjoying a quiet moment of reading. And now is the perfect time for those of you who haven't subscribed to the channel yet to go ahead and subscribe. That way, you won't miss out on any Easter eggs. Bluey has loads of friends, and whenever the chance comes up, she's always ready to connect with new pups. But if you think it's just the kids who have this talent, you'd be a little mistaken. In the episode Cafe, we see Bandit making a new friend, Winnie's dad. And at several points, you can tell that he's actually more interested in chatting with this new buddy than playing with the kids. This detail, even though it's subtle, is super important because it highlights something that's pretty common among grown-ups, how hard it can be to make new friends. While kids connect with others so easily, naturally, and spontaneously, for adults it can feel like a real challenge. As we get older, do we somehow forget how to make friends? Or do we just need a little push? And maybe a good cup of coffee? I don't know if you felt the same way, but in the episode Seesaw Kiss, Bandit's daughters were on a mission to stop their parents from kissing. And they took that mission very seriously. During the scene where they're looking for Chili in the sunroom, there's a long dog super well hidden in the couch cushions. At first glance, it totally slips past our eyes. Just another one of those sneaky Easter eggs that only the most observant fans will be able to spot. As the years have gone by, The Bluey team has been getting more and more creative when it comes to hiding the long dog in their scenes, and their imagination really knows no limits. A perfect example is in the episode Phones, where, unlike the usual appearances, the long dog shows up in a pretty unusual way. He's part of a painting on the wall, but his body parts are all separated, like he's been scattered into fragments. They're definitely raising the bar when it comes to Easter eggs, and that just makes it even more exciting for fans who love playing detective and hunting down every single hidden detail. One of the most fun episodes of Bluey has to be Bat, where she dreams of becoming a bat and finally gets to explore the night, and best of all, without having to go to bed early. But what most fans didn't expect was that the long dog would also be part of this nighttime adventure. In the scene where Bluey transforms into a bat, if you pay close attention to the grass, you'll spot something really cool. The long dog shows up in the shadow, camouflaged in a super sneaky way. Did he turn into a bat too? Or did he just want to join Bluey on her magical journey? Once again, the show surprises us with hidden details that only the sharpest fans can spot. Spotting the long dogs and Easter eggs makes following Bluey's life and her adventures with friends even more fun. If you're a fan of Bluey's world, we've got 2 really awesome videos that you're going to love watching. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.